Just show them. Eyes? No. Oh, these.
Vampires caught on camera.
You're a vampire, and you're 210 years old.
Clones rumored to be living among us, and even humans being replaced without anyone noticing. Could this really be the world we know? It sounds impossible until you see the footage for yourself.
I may be unpleasant looking on the outside, but you're ugly on the inside.
At a party, a woman meets a man and starts dancing, but something about his eyes steals all the attention. Zoom in and you'll see it. An unnatural reflective glow, like light bouncing off an animal's eyes. People online are calling it proof of something far from human, tossing around words like vampire or demon. Living shadows. Guys, do you believe in vampires? If not, meet this man from New Orleans who claims to be one. And guess what? He says he's 210 years old. He leaves just enough doubt to keep people wondering.
So you're a vampire, and you're 210 years old.
At first, it sounds like a joke, maybe just a way to grab attention. But the longer you listen, the more unsettling it feels.
How do you live so long? Do you drink blood?
We do not condone drinking blood. That is my default answer.
And judging by the comments, most agree. Something about him doesn't seem like it belongs in our world. Real-life vampire. Now check this viral TikTok video, and just watching him, you can see everything about him feels off. He doesn't need words to make his presence unsettling. His face, eyes, and those fangs say it all.
I may be unpleasant looking on the outside, but you're ugly on the inside.
The clip has left netizens convinced this is a real vampire. But here's the question, guys. Are we looking at an actual vampire or a man under the control of something far darker? You tell me. Sudden shift. Next, here's a moment caught on camera that's hard to explain. A guy in front of a crowd who suddenly changes. 1 second, he's just standing there. The next, his fangs are visible, and his whole behavior shifts. People nearby freeze, unsure of what they just saw. Some say it's proof of a vampire, others point to Haitian legends. Either way, this clip leaves one big question. Was this real, or something our minds can't quite process? Hybrid truth. Don Henry, a vampire who might just convince you that unnatural creatures exist. This well-known figure was invited on live shows, where he amazed everyone by lifting incredible weight.
There we go. One.
You can go on forever, I'm sure. Okay, we got another test.
And identifying food while blindfolded, even when it was far away. It's the kind of ability that feels beyond human limits.
You have a sensitive smell more than the average human, right?
Yes.
Now I want you to guess what's on the plate just by smelling it. Smell it.
Chocolate.
Yeah, it's chocolate.
But that's not all. He openly declared himself a hybrid, not a normal human like us. Watching him, it's hard not to wonder what's really possible.
It's a transference of the life force energy without touching someone or just by laying of the hands and such.
Okay, and then the third type is the hybrid, which means both.
Yes.
Which type are you?
I am a hybrid.
You're a hybrid.
Correct.
Doppelganger clues. Well, it's not just vampires. Unnatural beings like clones are popping up too. Take Orlando Brown. He has sparked a viral stir, exposing some theory involving Chris Brown being cloned. In one clip, a Chris Brown lookalike is seen enjoying the concert, while the real Chris seems visibly shocked. What are we witnessing here? Cloning, illusions, or something more sinister? Something strange is hiding in plain sight. Clone evidence.
I'm very, very pleased to announce that the first baby clone is born.
And guys, here I have finally found evidence for you. Back in 2002, a company called Clonaid claimed they had created the first cloned human baby, a girl named Eve. They even went public with a press conference, but the baby never appeared. They promised DNA proof, yet nothing was ever shown.
She's fine. We call her Eve between us. Sitting with the parents the last 3 months, how we would handle today.
Polina's clone.
В год металлического быка становится невероятно!
During the filming of a New Year's show, cameras caught Polina Gagarina making rapid, almost glitchy facial expressions. One moment she looked angry, the next she was smiling. Then it seemed like she wanted to say something, all in seconds. The crowd saw a star, but online, people saw something else entirely. Was this just odd behavior, or a clone malfunction slipping through on live television? You decide. Timeless face. And guys, here's someone you won't forget. Domo Draper, who knows how many hundreds of years he's been around. People tell him he looks 30 and 60 at the same time, and he says there's a reason for that. Then he shows a photo of himself from 1944, standing in the Chelsea hotel lobby, claiming it's really him. He even talks about meeting famed photographer Gordon Parks back then. Some believe him, others call it impossible. But when he claims he's a vampire, the whole story takes a darker turn.
The reason why I may look 30 and also look 60 is because I'm both. This is me in 1944, 45, allegedly. This is me in the lobby of the Chelsea Hotel.
Kevin Clone.
How do you do it? I look on Twitter, there you are. Facebook, there you are. Television, there you are. How do you do it?
I have a clone.
In a clip that caught everyone off guard, Kevin Hart casually claimed he's been cloned. He didn't give much detail, but the way he said it left people wondering if he was joking or hinting at something real. The video quickly spread, with fans replaying it to catch any signs of sarcasm, and finding none. Now it's got people asking the same question. Was he just being funny? Or was that a rare truth slipped out in plain sight?
We broke it. They didn't want to release it yet. This is major news that I'm giving you.
All right.
I'm the first person to ever use it. I'm cloned. That's why I'm able to do all that I do.
Grave stare. In Brazil, a vampire doll mysteriously appeared on a tombstone. No one knows who put it there or why. But here's the unsettling part. Its eyes seem to follow you wherever you go. Visitors say it feels like they're being watched, and some even sense a dark presence around it. Maybe it's just paranoia, but one thing's for sure. Those eyes and that eerie smile have left many walking away with chills they can't quite explain. Kanye clone. Rapper Jadakiss once said he's met 5 or 6 different Kanye Wests, and he wasn't talking about personality changes. That alone was enough to stir up talk of cloning. Then, in June 2023, new footage of Kanye in public had fans comparing his look to past appearances and claiming something felt off. Whether Jadakiss meant it literally or as a figure of speech, the internet ran with the theory. So is it just style shifts, or could there really be more than one Kanye?
Well, I met like 5 or 6 different Kanye.
Do you remember when he was
The first four was awesome. The last 2 was a little bit.
Energy leech.
I'm a rideshare driver in New Orleans. I'm riding, pick up this passenger. She is telling me I have really great energy. And this is where things got really strange. She touched my shoulder, and I felt like I just froze.
Vampire tribes in New Orleans aren't just a myth, guys. At least not according to one rideshare driver. She says a female passenger claimed to be from very far away.
I do recall asking her where she was from originally, and all she told me was that she was from very far away.
And mid-ride, complimented her energy before touching her shoulder.
She touched my shoulder at one point, and this is where things got really strange.
Suddenly, she froze.
And I felt like I just froze.
Hands locked on the wheel, unable to move.
My hands were on the wheel because I could see my hands on the wheel.
while hearing the passenger's voice in her head telling her not to be scared. Moments later, the woman calmly admitted she had leached some of her energy, leaving the driver rattled.
And she says, I just leached some of your energy.
Biden a clone. During an event, Biden left social media buzzing. He stood completely still. No blinking, no movement, like something was off. But that was just the warm-up. In another clip, his eyes appeared almost reptilian, sending comment sections into overdrive. The internet lit up with theories, from body doubles to full-on cloning. Weird coincidence, or a sign there's more going on than we're told. Dark web clone.
We gotta get this thing out of the house. I was hoping it would be a perfect clone of you.
In February 2024, a creepy TikTok started making the rounds. Two friends claimed they bought a dog off the dark web, but this wasn't any regular dog. Its face looked wrong, like it wasn't even meant to be alive. One friend wanted it gone, but instead, they locked it in the basement. That's when it got worse. The dog spoke in a low, cold voice, saying it wanted his skin.
Can you understand me?
Hours later, their security cam caught a chilling, inhuman scream. Then silence. No update, no ending. Just one nightmare clip burned into the internet. Clone proof. And here's something that'll make you stop and think. Rapper Kid Buu claims he was cloned by Clonaid, a real cloning company based in Canada.
I was cloned by Clonaid in Canada.
He even gave his model number.
My model number is 0112568.
And said you could check the registration yourself.
If anyone wants to see the registration and cloning.
But that's not the part that'll get you. It's when he went live on camera, side by side with his supposed clone, looking identical in every way. No filters, no tricks, just two Kid Bus sitting there. Makes you wonder, how long has cloning really been around?
Same hair, same genetic structure. Look at my clone. Go ahead.
Eye glitch. During a live performance, Katy Perry went viral for a strange moment with her eye. All dressed up and mid-performance, one eye seemed to glitch, almost shifting out of sync with the other. The internet lit up, and instead of blaming fatigue or makeup mishaps, some jumped straight to a wild theory. She's a clone. For a few seconds, her frozen stare and mechanical blink gave off an oddly artificial vibe, almost like a system glitch caught on camera. Real or just bad timing? You decide. Clone glitch. I think this clip shows something strange. During a post-game interview, what looked like a clone of Draymond Green suddenly froze, eyes empty, mouth hanging open. He stayed like that for a few seconds, completely still, before snapping out of it like nothing happened. But here's the odd part. Listen to his teammates. The moment someone said his name, he seemed to break free, almost like a system reboot. Whatever happened, it definitely didn't feel normal. Creepy woman. During a live broadcast in China, one woman turned toward the camera with a smile that didn't feel human, almost like something a clone or vampire would pull off. Then she tilted her head in this unsettling way before calmly fixing her posture, as if nothing happened. What's even stranger is the other women beside her didn't react at all, just sat there like it was normal. Moments like this make you wonder, what if you've already crossed paths with a clone and never even knew it? Blackula Vampire. A TikTok clip has gone viral. Someone transforms into a vampire, complete with fangs and odd mannerisms that feel straight out of a horror movie. The name Blackula pops up in captions, nodding to the iconic 1972 film about an African prince turned vampire, a cult favorite in black horror cinema. The way this person moves and snaps into vampire form feels too eerie to dismiss. Could this be a deliberate homage, or something more unsettling, like a clone in the flesh? Hidden truth. This clip surfaced on June 30th, 2025, right after a White House press conference. Someone in the crowd noticed a woman acting strangely and started recording. As she fixed her hair, her face shifted, her smile stretched unnaturally wide, and her eyes turned pure white. Moments later, she looked completely normal again. Some believe it was a vampire-like transformation, or even a glimpse of her clone. Skeptics think it's edited, but no one has actually proved it fake. The footage still leaves more questions than answers. Courtney Kardashian.
And so we were wondering, how is everyone going and how's Kim doing?
Courtney Kardashian was answering a live question on an Australian news show when something felt off. As the host mentioned Kim, she suddenly froze mid-sentence, staring into space like her mind had checked out. The host, clearly puzzled, asked if someone was speaking to her, but she barely reacted. Then, just like that, the feed cut out, with the station saying they lost connection. Maybe it was just a glitch, but something about her blank, disconnected look felt strangely unnatural.
What? Okay.
Double trouble.
I can explain if you just calm down!
Nicolas Cage once showed up on Weekend Update with Seth Meyers, but he didn't come alone. Sitting right beside him was Nicolas Cage. The two looked, talked, and moved almost exactly the same, making it hard to tell who was who. The live audience couldn't stop reacting, and viewers at home were just as confused. Was it clever comedy, camera trickery, or something else entirely? Either way, seeing Cage and his perfect double side by side on live TV was oddly unsettling. Clone malfunction. There's a viral TikTok making the rounds where Kodak Black, live on camera, suddenly glitches in a way viewers say looks more like a clone malfunction than a performance error. Some fans swear what they saw wasn't just odd behavior, but proof of a duplicate, sparking wild theories about his real identity. Of course, Kodak himself pushed back against clone rumors in the past, insisting there's only one real him. But for others, this moment felt uncanny enough to question everything. Zombie in woods. One driver's casual road trip turned into a real-life horror scene. At first, it looked like a person, but the moment he stepped closer, things got unsettling fast. The figure's movements were jerky. Then, instead of walking on two legs like any normal human, it suddenly dropped down on all fours and charged at him. That was all the proof he needed to hit the gas and get out of there. Call it a zombie, call it a vampire. Either way, it's not the kind of roadside company you want at night.
This cruisers, man!
Unseen entity.
How could I sound anything?
A man faced the most terrifying night of his life when a strange woman appeared in his room. She looked human, but her movements were off, like a marionette controlled by invisible strings. She didn't touch him, only whispered a warning in a voice that felt completely unnatural.
Don't turn on the light.
Then the video cut out. No one saw him again. Locals found the footage before it vanished, and his family recovered it later. The clip remains, but he's gone, maybe taken by something beyond the living.
I mean, yes, but not for a good long...
Vampire family.
What about my parents? Well, of course they can do it.
A TikTok video has recently gone viral featuring a boy with striking red eyes, claiming to be a vampire. In the video, he appears alongside his father, who displays his own red eyes and fangs, seemingly confirming the boy's claims. This content has sparked discussions among viewers, with some expressing fascination and others skepticism. The authenticity of their claims remains unverified, leaving viewers intrigued and questioning the reality of their vampire assertions.
Show them. Eyes? No. Oh, these. Told you.
Street horror. Even on the streets, you can find unnatural beings walking among us. A man noticed a barefoot woman moving strangely through a quiet neighborhood. Her body twitched with jerky, unnatural motions, like she wasn't fully human. For a moment, he froze, but soon he realized this had to be a zombie. Knowing it was safer not to get involved, he slowly walked away. Clone confession. In a recent episode of the Digital Social Hour podcast, a woman dropped a bombshell. She claimed Michael Jackson wasn't just obsessed with plastic surgery. He was allegedly the first human cloning experiment. According to her, Jackson's fascination with cloning led him to become a test subject.
Michael Jackson was their first sort of test run for cloning, and specifically the reason why they replaced him with a clone was because he was saying too much.
Possibly even before his passing. Adding fuel to the fire, a man named Dave, who suffered severe burns as a child, appeared on live TV with a striking resemblance to Jackson. Some believe he might be Jackson's clone in disguise. While these theories are controversial, they raise unsettling questions about identity and science. Lab horror. Some believe secret labs are experimenting with chemicals that can trigger vampire-like behaviors in humans, and this leaked footage might be proof. The video shows a middle-aged man inside a container, suddenly acting aggressively as his body begins to change. It's unclear if his aggression is natural or a reaction to the transformation. But one thing is clear, that secret experiments could be pushing human limits in ways we weren't meant to witness. Creepy stalker.
Hi!
Zombies are often shown rising from graveyards, and one man in Scotland had a chilling encounter during twilight. Footage from 2007 shows a humanoid figure walking, then slipping on the ground, only to rise and keep moving. As the man films, the creature eventually reveals its face. Wide eyes and pale, almost ghostly skin. Its unnatural movements, especially slipping without pain, suggest something far from human. Was it an actual zombie, caught in a haunting loop, unable to escape its actions, even after death?
Hi! Hi!
Zombie house. Some stories seem too wild to believe, like a house haunted by zombies. One man didn't buy it and went to check it out himself. While exploring a room, he heard footsteps and quickly hid. That's when it got creepy. A zombie-like figure appeared, moving alertly as if guarding its space. But his luck ran out. The creature spotted him, and the video abruptly cut off. No one knows what happened next, but the footage is real, showing something truly terrifying inside that house. Clone breakdown. Hillary Clinton left everyone uneasy during a public interview. When asked a simple question, her head tilted and jerked in a way that didn't feel natural, like something inside wasn't working right. The reporter looked shocked, but she forced a laugh, which only made it stranger. Moments later, her body seemed to malfunction entirely, and security had to carry her to a car. It looked less like a person and more like a malfunctioning clone, leaving viewers questioning what they had just witnessed. Clinton glitch. Hillary Clinton has been called many things, and she keeps showing up for a reason. In one strange clip, while chatting casually and holding a glass of water, she quietly slipped in a few drops of mysterious green liquid before drinking. It was subtle, but noticeable. People online went wild, calling her unnatural, maybe a vampire, or even reptilian. Add that to years of eye glitches and weird facial twitches, and it's no wonder the internet is buzzing. Accident, habit, or something far stranger? Unnatural figure. One of the most unusual moments we've shown recently was captured somewhere in India. A person spotted a strange individual wandering the city streets. It's hard to tell if it was a man or a woman, and some even think it wasn't human at all. Their features were sharp and unlike anything seen before. Clearly unnatural. This being doesn't reveal itself openly. With almost no information and no details from the original uploader, the footage remains unexplained. What do you think this unnatural figure was? Vanishing Vampire. A CCTV camera captured a tall figure walking alone, its movements slow but deliberate. At first it looked human, with fair skin and a normal gait, but then it began to vanish, fading in and out as it moved. The eerie disappearance and its strange presence made it feel more like a vampire than a person. Watching the footage, it's hard not to wonder, was this real or just a trick of the camera? Unnatural encounter.
Because you haven't called her all day, the first time you're overseas.
A couple of friends were filming a video in Sydney when something strange appeared in the background. A girl stood silently, her gaze fixed on a boy who had dropped his book. As he handed it back, her eyes seemed to glow, and suddenly he slapped himself, completely dazed, like he wasn't in control.
We did lots of adventuring, we were lost.
The moment she walked away, he snapped back, confused, as if nothing had happened. It was clear this wasn't normal, a truly unnatural presence lurking among us. Vampire strike. A group of students was riding the bus home when a minor argument broke out between some boys and two girls. At first, it seemed normal, but then one boy charged at one of the girls. Suddenly, she raised her hand, and he was thrown backward, slamming against the bus wall. Everyone froze, stunned by what just happened. Even she seemed uneasy. That moment made it clear. This wasn't an ordinary human. Some powers aren't just unusual, they're downright terrifying. Haunting customer. This clip gets creepier by the second. A woman is seen preparing food at her stall in Malaysia around 10:30 p.m., just about to close for the night. Suddenly, an unnatural figure appears, a customer who doesn't seem entirely human. With disheveled dark hair, unidentifiable facial features, and a dirty white gown, the presence is deeply unsettling. The woman has no choice but to serve this haunting figure, her every move shadowed by something clearly not of this world. Forest zombie.
Tutorial on YouTube. I'm gonna be doing...
Back in 2013, a strange video went viral and people still talk about it. A guy was walking through the woods, filming what looked like a normal tutorial, but something felt off. His hands and feet moved in a creepy, unnatural way. As the clip spread, viewers started calling him a real-life zombie. Later, it was traced to a YouTube channel called Alan Tutorials, and many think living alone in the woods for years made him look that unsettling. Even now, it gives an eerie vibe.
This is secondary tutorial about knock.
Zombie guest. A chilling moment was caught on a Ring camera when a shadow approached a front door, and the closer it got, the more terrifying it became. This figure had unnaturally long fingers and a face that was missing. No nose, no mouth, just smooth, blank skin. Its slow, unsettling movements looked like a mix between a witch and something completely unknown. What it wanted, no one knows. Why it was there remains a mystery. But anyone who saw this zombie shadow won't forget it anytime soon. Pope isn't real. A video from Vatican City left viewers questioning everything. The Pope was at his window offering prayers for COVID victims when something unexplainable happened. He just vanished. Not walking away, not fading, gone in an instant. The clip went viral, sparking theories from simple camera errors to something far stranger. Some say it's a glitch in reality, while others think there's more behind the scenes than anyone knows. Whatever it was, it definitely didn't look normal. Clone arrest. In September 2024, Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in New York, and the footage spread online fast. Almost immediately, viewers noticed something odd. Subtle differences in facial features and expressions made some question if it was really him. A slideshow comparing images fueled the clone theory, suggesting high-profile celebrities might use duplicates to take the fall. While fact-checkers confirmed the footage showed Diddy, the idea of a clone taking his place stirred endless debate, leaving people wondering what's real and what might be engineered. Vampire passage. In June 2024, a video went viral showing a bizarre scene. A man dressed in black moved through security grills, passing as if he were a hologram. To make it even stranger, an old woman nearby tried to follow but couldn't get through. The footage left viewers stunned. Online, people began speculating. Was this a vampire? Many believe vampires can phase through solid objects, and judging by what we see here, this man might not be entirely human. Pope glitch. Here's another strange one about the Pope. After Pope Francis passed in April 2025, old videos resurfaced online, but one clip shocked everyone. It showed what was supposed to be his final public appearance, yet his hands moved unnaturally. At one point, they seemed to morph, almost like a third hand, or an extra large finger. It looked off. Some say it's just a glitch, but if that's true, why manipulate footage after he was already gone? Something about this feels completely unnatural. The subscriber's pick. In a chilling account, Glenn Beck shared a surreal experience during a visit to the Vatican. While meeting with several cardinals, he noticed a sudden drop in temperature, about 10 degrees F.
It happened at the Vatican. I saw it. And all of a sudden, and I'm not kidding you, the room dropped 10 degrees. And I happened to be looking at the door way across this huge room. And here comes this guy. So who is that guy? And the whole group of really nice guys turned around and looked at him, and one of them turned back and went, "Oh, you can feel that?"
As he turned to investigate, a man entered the room. The cardinals visibly tensed, and one whispered, "Oh, you can feel that?" Glenn was struck by the man's unsettling presence, describing him as someone who was helping thwart Benedict. This encounter has fueled speculation about individuals with supernatural traits operating within the Vatican. While such stories are anecdotal, they contribute to ongoing discussions about unexplained phenomena in religious institutions. See you next time!